What's up? Daniel Kochanowicz here with a vlog for you. This vlog is pretty much just for my own personal use and to kind of reflect on when I'm older and see what I was doing. Yeah, that's most of the reason I'm going to upload it, just so people can see what's going on in my life if they want, and just to kind of get me in the habit of posting videos because I'd like to post more. So this is kind of my goals for the short term, probably the next 4 months or so, a year, 2020 goals, I would say, but a lot of them are kind of within a 4 month period. So I'm just going to go over those real quick and explain why I'm doing them, where I'm at, and where I've come from. Again, this is mostly for future use for myself, but yeah. So first off, goals for 2020, I've got some fitness goals. I'm really starting to take my fitness seriously. I have been doing CrossFit for pretty much the entire last year, not like super religiously, but I was probably averaging, 2 to 3 times a week doing that. Not really on any like diet or anything. Just kind of going and doing CrossFit for 2 to 3 times a week and just kind of eating whatever. But I'm not really, this year I kind of decided, I took a month, just starting to get into working out again. Just like today, actually a couple days ago I did, but this is kind of my first real workout. And took about a month off, just kind of got caught up in the December, holiday, like had a lot of work, and we were just having some not vacations, but just like hanging out with my friends and stuff. So I haven't really worked out in a while. Definitely probably gained a few pounds over the holidays just because of not working out and then eating a lot at like parties and stuff. So really starting to take my fitness seriously. I'd like to lose a bunch of weight. So I'm about 6'1", and I weigh, like today I weighed 208 pounds. So I want to get down to 182 pounds. I'm at like 27% body fat right now. I'd like to get down to 13 to 14% body fat, which would be ideal. So I've got to drop like 26 pounds in 4 months, and that's my goal for now. And then I'm doing this with, I think Jeremy Ethers, his name, his intermediate shred program I just got. Just got a gym membership and stuff, so not a big deal. I mean, I've been going to the gym, going to CrossFit, but this is kind of a change up. And I'm just like, I'm dieting, I'm calorie restricted to 1,800 calories per day. And at this rate, I should be losing about 2 pounds of fat per week if I maintain my diet and exercise. So that's really cool. That means, probably around summer, I'll be pretty shredded at that point, which would be great. I've never really had like abs or anything before. And I've been in good shape before. Like last summer, I was in pretty good shape. Just going to the gym a lot, and just the heat and stuff, and I just wasn't really putting on any weight. So I looked pretty good then, but I really like to get down to a good weight and really define my physique. So that'd be cool. And yeah, so that's my goal with fitness. For business and investing, I want to purchase a duplex, probably in the next. Probably before April, so it's January 20th right now. So in like 2 to 3 months, within that window, I want to purchase a duplex, probably, or some kind of multifamily residence, like a 4-plex potentially, even a 3-plex, something like that. Maybe even a house if I can, figure out how to like do the roommates and stuff. But probably not, because I want to buy a house and then house hack it. So live in one unit and then rent out the other units. And I think if I get a duplex, I would rent the other unit in the duplex, live in one, and then actually have 1, 2, maybe even 3 other roommates in that duplex with me. And then I'm going to get an FHA loan for that, which would be a 3.5% down. Duplex will probably cost, just an average for this area is probably around 300 grand or less, probably 250 to 300 grand. And after cash flow and everything, I've calculated that I can make probably with roommates like after expenses like a $400 profit, and remember that's like my living expenses are paid. So my rent right now is like with utilities, it's just under $450 a month, which is really low because I live in a duplex right now with 2 roommates. But if I bought my own duplex, I'd be cutting my rent expense and then like making additional money on top of that. So I'd really be netting like $800 to $1,000 a month back in my pocket on this duplex. So the cash flow numbers just work out really great. On that would only be like probably $10,000 to $15,000 investment of my own money. So it's really a good deal. That'll be kind of my first foray into like property ownership and property management, and I'll kind of see if I like it from there. From there, I'd like to invest in more real estate this year. I'm building, up quite a bit of money because I save most of my money that I make, and that way I can invest it and make more passive income. I live well below my means. I think my average monthly expenses were like, for the last year, was like probably 12, maybe $1,300 a month. When it's all said and done, I make a bit more than that, and so I was able to save most of my money over this year, and I've got a lot of savings built up, and I've just kind of been letting that sit in the bank. I'm probably going to move it into like a high interest savings or checking account, like Redneck Bank or like American Bank or something like that, like 2.25% interest, or perhaps put it all in like AT&T stock or something like that and get 7% dividends for a little while until I can deploy that capital into real estate. But I definitely need to get on that. I need to get funding for real estate. I need to go find lenders and other people to help me buy a property. So that's something I've kind of been putting off a little bit because I've really been focused, especially in the Q4, like December holiday season. The business, which is my next point, Bridgecom, the company I work for, my dad's company, and that I'm in, and I'm a significant part of now. I've been really focusing on like building that company and devoting most of my energy into that, and it's paying a pretty big dividends. The company's grown significantly, even just in like for reference, I joined the company in like March of 2018. Yeah, so like before I graduated school, and this is now January 2020. So I've been there almost 2 years, and since I've been there, so like the year I joined in 2018, the company revenue doubled. It doubled, so 2x, and then like this year, 2019, or last year rather, we actually multiplied the revenue by 1.8 times of the last year's revenue, and then our goal this year is to multiply the revenue by 2.5 times. So, since I've come on, we've really started to like really multiply the numbers. This, like the beginning of last year, we had 4 people in the company. Me, my dad, and then Cody, my friend, and then also we had a technician. And then now we have 10 people in the company a year later. So we've 2.5x the actual people in the business, which is crazy. And now that we've been really focusing, like even, a lot of our attention this year was focused on like investing in people and like training and just doing a lot of these things that, like, we haven't really known how to do. And these are all kind of new things for me, which doesn't really faze me. Like my whole life, the very, very short life that I've lived, it's been like just new thing after new thing. So it's just kind of like, you just learn it and figure it out and just implement it. So it's not really a big deal. But it definitely has been some stressful, especially around Q4, just like implementing certain sales and like training people and making sure that everyone's managed properly and everything like that. My current position, I tell people I'm a sales and marketing manager, which I definitely am, but I do a whole lot of other stuff. I was doing all the hiring, doing all the sales and marketing management, so like all the e-commerce campaigns. We're an e-commerce two-way radio business, so we sell all of our radios online, mostly direct to consumer, so like B2C marketing, but we're going to be getting into B2B marketing, business to business, and that's how we think we're going to achieve these 2.5 revenue growth numbers. It's just tapping into very large commercial orders, and that's where that's kind of where the business originated. And then we had to diverge into the amateur radio B2C market when the industry changed. That is my family did back in like 2008, 2010, and then now in 2020 we're ready to get back into commercial. So that's really cool. So I'm definitely going to keep focusing on that, really building the company up. I'm just learning a ton, basically managing most of the day-to-day functions in terms of the actual like bringing the money into the business. And I also do all the hiring, so I'm kind of responsible for a lot of that. My dad is managing most of the like technician and engineering side, and then the finance and everything like that. But I'm going to be taking on more roles and really like learning the business, and it's really cool. Learning a ton. Could probably confidently start my own business at this point if I wanted to. Don't really want to right now, but that is kind of my end aspiration is to own my own business and my own property and stuff like that. Yeah. So that's the most of it. Definitely do what you like to do. I love my job. It can be stressful at times, but it's very rewarding, and I feel like I'm learning a ton. and I'm making the money that I can make, making a lot of quite a bit of money for where I am in my life. I just turned 20 years old on December 30th, so I'm making great progress. I'm looking forward to really just exponentially growing. I really don't think that there's any, I did walk into a great opportunity in my dad's business, but I could have easily taken other opportunities. I could have started my own marketing agency. Last year, this time last year in 2019, I actually, had only been with the company for less than a year at that point, and I was really getting into the agency, starting my own marketing agency, and I was really, thinking about doing that, and cause I probably could make, at this point I probably would. I don't know. I can't, tell you, it's all speculation, but I probably, if I really stuck with it, could be making more money doing that than what I'm doing now. But I don't know if I actually could have done that, because I probably would have been miserable and would have quit. That's the thing. Like a lot of these, like what I've realized, a lot of these businesses, because I'm in like a lot, I'm in an office environment. There's people around. It's not like we're pretty small, so it's not like corporate or anything. But it's definitely not like the laptop lifestyle right now. And I love it. Like I like coming into an office. Like, and I think a lot of these businesses, like Shopify stores and Amazon businesses and agencies. Even I've got Wilbert the whale, E-Man's whale. I actually found this whale. So I put it up, and I'm actually in the office here. And I put it up to remind me of getting those whale clients. So that's pretty cool. Love E-Man, Gaji. But, I kind of decided to not really go the agency route, because I just didn't like, I did dabble in those businesses a little bit. And I knew that I could definitely do them. But it just like wasn't something that I really wanted to do. Like I don't enjoy, sitting at home or sitting in a coffee shop by myself, like with no team, and just like, grinding away at the numbers, right? Or grinding away at the business. It's just not that fun for me to do. I'm an extrovert. I love being around people, love working with people, and, I'm pretty good at it. Good working with people. And I just like doing this, and I wouldn't have liked starting my own agency or, starting my own Amazon business, and I would have been miserable doing it. But this I really enjoy. And at some point, and I really am glad I stayed on and, doing this, because I've learned a lot of these people skills, like hiring, managing, interacting with people, stuff like that, firing people, letting people go, that kind of thing, how people act. And those skills will be definitely invaluable, when I start to, have my own company or run my own company, and then, even run my own investments, like my real estate. That's kind of a business as well. I could have management companies, or perhaps even more than that. And so I think the skills I'm learning and I am learning are invaluable. And I just really enjoy what I'm doing. So, that's one thing like to think about if you ever, if you're thinking about doing something, like, you want to definitely enjoy it. Like, you don't want to just be miserable all the time and hate whatever you're doing. Like, even if you can make a quick buck in it, for a little while, it's probably not worth it in the long run, because you're just going to hate yourself. So definitely do something you like, but do something you can also make a lot of money in, or have the potential to make a lot of money in, because you got to have a lot of money in this world to really make it. So yeah, that's kind of the end of this vlog. That's what I'm doing. I do have some income goals, but I'm not really going to share those yet. And yeah, those are my big things that I'm working on in probably the spring, winter and spring of 2020. So until the next time, I'll be releasing some more content, releasing some more like, really specific how-tos, a lot of like e-commerce related business how-tos, really good, valuable stuff. This is kind of a vlog, but I look forward to putting those out there. I'm really going to start working on my YouTube channel and really starting to grow it. So this is my public declaration. If you like this, leave a like down below, subscribe for more, and drop a comment if you have any questions that I can make videos about. Thanks, guys, and I'll see you in the next chapter.